Difficult to defend them.
Downer left, Blair right. 2nd and 7 from the LSU 13, Missouri. Touchdown, Earl Gant, number 23, a 13-yard scamper. He's from Peoria, Illinois, a senior, 6'2", 207 pounds.
It's what we call a trap option. You see Bradley fakes, comes down the line, one of the few options that they run, and they run it very successfully here. Bradley deals it off, catches LSU in a defensive position, and unable to pick up the man that has dealt the ball, and you see that he just...
Outside him from the 16 of Missouri, first down. Oh, the blitz was on.
Guess who? He timed this cadence just right. Watch Garlick, number 68 here. He times the cadence perfectly. The ball is snapped, and he splits. He gets to Woodley. The right guard pulls Delaunay, and of course he knocked right there, but you saw he avoid the principal tackler.
And on a 2nd and 7, Gant, who scored the Missouri touchdown, eats up yardage on the natural turf here at the Liberty Bowl. 58 of Peoria, Illinois, and a 3rd and 9. Bradley.
There he is. Guess who?
Kellen Winslow, 6'6", 235, tight end, weaves his way for the 2nd Missouri touchdown, 13-3.
They're not going to harness that guy all afternoon, I'll tell you. Bradley just rolls out to the right. Winslow works to the inside. It's almost deflected, and he can run with the ball. Look at that. Isolated. He releases to the outside. He's bumped. Weaves back to the inside as Bradley rolls. And you can see he can run with that ball after he gets it.
Woodley, 2 and 7. Ready to throw again. Woodley of LSU. Oh, a tip ball intercepted by Eric Wright. Wright, number 21 of Missouri.
Ball was overthrown. Woodley rolls out to his right, has plenty of time. Sorry, to his left, has plenty of time. And it was just slightly over.
The Mizzou Tigers go for it on 4th. This is Bradley, their young quarterback. Hey, completes it to Gant. Gant charging, first and goal at the 1.
The reverse pivots, takes the trap, comes down. He's looking to hit the tight end. Doesn't find him open there. Keeps scrambling outside. He's so fast he can run away from the contain. Now he dumps the ball off to Gant, and Gant can really run with that football. He's just about 215. Look at him. Look at that spin. Look at that move. You got to pay a price to bring him down.
And he scored the first touchdown. Bradley. Look at that. Wilder.
I mean, they couldn't have defensed it any better. He just ran over about 3 of the defenders. What a piece of running.
Wilder, the sophomore.
Take a look at the number of LSU Tigers get a piece of him. There's Boone. He escapes there, and carries the ball in the end zone. He is a real back.
Number 34. Tipped by 2 players. Quintella first. Berg finally received it for the Missouri Tigers. Watch again. Then a Mizzou player tipped it after.
It's double tipped. And, of course, that's the kind of comes down, spins off. He's open right here. The ball is just overthrown. There's not much you can do about that. He was open. And, of course, the deflections, and Eric Berg has the ball. A pretty good runner, too.
Down 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Bradley. Bradley is down at the 30.
You think Bradley doesn't have a few moves? Watch this. He rolls out, doesn't find anyone open, scrambles with the ball. Watch him put a move right in here. Gives him a double look.
What's remaining here in the final quarter, or second half. Insminger. And another interception. 4th one against LSU.
Alexander. He delivers the ball. Oh, just a great defensive play by Kurt Peterson. Great interception.
5:27 left in the ball game.
Big Norman Goodman, number 98, the nose.
7-yard line. Phil Bradley. This is Ellis. Penalty flag down. But a penalty flag is down.
Did an excellent job moving down the line of scrimmage. Let's take a look at it open up down there. You're going to see right there, he pulls that number 81 in, the defensive end. Brett Bond went inside. He made the pitch back to Ellis, and Ellis sweeps wide. Good blocking there. Number 64 is Jones, doing a good job for him. Ellis doing a good job of using the stiff arm.
Pretty good height this time. Newman at the Missouri 31. '28-yard line of South Carolina, and Phil Bradley goes deep. He has his man wide open. Newman, touchdown. David Newman is wide open, and Bradley hits him for 6.
Bentley got his coverage crossed up. We're looking at it. Roll out there, giving Bradley a little bit of time to throw, and you're going to see Newman. There he is, 5 yards behind the intended, behind the
Harper inside the 5. An overpowering 1. Bradley, touchdown. Missouri's Phil Bradley. Ellis passing during the season has scored his 4th touchdown by way of the run.
And that's where you win football games, in the offensive line. The offensive line getting the surge there, getting the charge. Quarterback Bradley there, doing nothing fancy, just getting behind a good blocking wedge.
Rogers, and that play was played.
1,500 yards on the year. Let's look at the quarterback Harper there. Pitch it back. He says, I don't want any part of it. Right there, number 90. Wendell Ray, the defensive end, a junior from St.
Off to the left. First down pass, and it is picked off by Berg, the linebacker. Eric Berg picks off a pass, and there we have our first. Ellis, touchdown, Missouri. Literally a burst.
And he was into the secondary before the linebacker, number 53. Scott Wade had a shot at him, but all Wade could do was pat him on the back. There's Wade coming over from the right side of your screen, but Ellis is already well into the end zone. Great blocking there.
And a fine defensive effort. Steve Crapo will wind up getting the quarterback.
Harper there has quite a bit of time, but he's got a lot of pressure. Number 36, the first man on him, is the linebacker Berg, but Crapo, number 13, is the one that fights.
First down, Missouri 39-yard line. And this is Ellis. Jerry Ellis all the way down.
His run, but he was able to fall on it. Let's look at number 43, Jerry Ellis, breaking through, doing a good bit of running, moving that ball around quite a bit, though, carrying the cut. There, the ball squirts loose. He's looked.
Carolina 45. Down goes Gary Harper.
Nose guard for the Missouri Tigers. It looks like it's beat up on the quarterback's time. This time, Gary Harper is brought
the ball away. Right now, the game is officially over as Harper is sacked in the final play of the game.
He lined up flex or wide, not as a tight end, but a third wide receiver. Herman wants to throw on second down, and he is gone. The man who got in there, number 56, the middle guard, Jerome Sally of Missouri, and that is the primary block. He comes out of the backside of the shot, now come to the right. There he is, and makes Mark Herman. Mark Herman, everything was covered underneath. And Purdue leads it 14-0 as Anderson kicks off. This is number 9, Johnny Poe. Now reverse. And Ron Fellows has the football down the far sideline. Dramatic cutback, he's going to go in. A great piece of trickery, a great into Fellows. Way down the sideline with the radical down from the 46. Bradley throws over the middle. Number 83 is Andy Gibbler, right in. And Gibbler is all the way to receiver. Watch him across the middle again, using a little bit of what Purdue does with their tight end. And Gibbler uses his size, 6'4", 225, just breaks across the middle. And a number 72 on the right side. That's where they go, and that's where they have the touchdown if Wilder held on. Official signals touchdown. He broke the plane of the goal to 3. Bradley rolls that way. Puts it up for Blair, and he makes the catch. Going out of bounds to his left, and watch him throw it. Kenny Blair, number 82. Watch where his feet are. He had 1 foot in. First down for Missouri, and Bradley throws this time to number 82, Blair, and Blair is belted out of bounds down at the 29-yard line by Mark Missouri. Missouri needs to really get something going again. Bradley puts pressure on the perimeter by rolling out, throws a good ball, hits Blair, number 82, to split in right where he has to, and then Marcus McKinney, all he can do is he'll come back this year to become the leading Purdue rusher. Herman is going to be sacked. Number 61 is for Missouri against the Purdue blitz. Gives the ball to Terry Hill, and Hill breaks away. Into Purdue territory at the 46-yard line. 26-yard pickup for Terry Hill. Of the 2 runners, Terry Hill hits the hole the quickest, and he really just bolts through it before anybody has a chance to make him. Sinif misses that tackle. Watch Terry Hill just spin and turn and then goes right on in. 26-yard gain. And Missouri to attack the outside perimeters. They haven't done that in this ball game. Use Bradley's talent. This man is wide open and makes a remarkable catch. Terry Hill showing absolute out of the pressure. Now watch him. Terry Hill's going to be sidestepping right on the sidelines. He knows he's in the danger zone, just like Jimmy said. Watch this. Oh. Just as. So they operate without him now on 2nd down from the 2. But Terry Hill scores. This time they don't go with 3 wide receivers, rather with double tight end. Bradley looks over the middle, throws, and it is caught. Big catch in the end zone by the backup tight end, number 80, Tim Hornoff. Blitz. Herman is done. Kevin Potter, number 18. The strong safety was coming all the way, and there was no one in front of him.
Smith at the 5. Jeff Smith out to the 40-yard. Bill White to the 35. Missouri is coming. And Collier goes down. The strong safety, Kevin Potter. 21 for the Golden Eagles. Collier in trouble. And he is decked for the 4th time tonight, this time by Rod. Thank you, Steve. 2nd down and 9 for the Golden Eagles. Collier under a rush and under a barrage of Missouri Tigers, led by Ken Judd and Kevin Potter. Reggie Collier is having one of those nights that he will twin receivers to the left. Kevin Potter showing a blitz. Potter is coming. And Collier goes down. At the 40-yard line, Potter with 4.5 to play in the game. Meyer into the secondary and still going to the 45-yard line.
There it is. Take a look at it. Nothing but a straight dive with a tremendous hole. And Meyer just picks the hole. It gets hit right there. And watch the rest of the guys who pile on him, and he continues to carry him for an extra 4 or 5 yards. Good, strong leg drive.
The play. And 4th down on the last play for Southern Mississippi. And it is fitting that Jeff Gaylord makes the last tackle as he sacks Sellers with 3 seconds to play. We'd like to thank Steve Graff.
Young at quarterback will throw on 1st down. Fakes once, and they sack him. He's
line one for Missouri. Young has lots of time, but Bell just sneaks in there from the outside and
Young back to pass, looking. Now chased out of the pocket, still looking, gets it off. Well, I think it was intercepted. It was. Tried to get it to Harper, but it was intercepted. ineligible receiver downfield, and that'll be refused. So Missouri gets the first big. Sent a man in motion to the right. That's Drain, the fullback, and he made it. Drain just did get in. So Missouri gets the first score after ball.
Sheer power up there in that front line. Look at him bowl the people back there. Excellent power in that offense.
Going in motion for BYU. Young with the ball, sprinting out, looking downfield. May run it himself. Is chased. Now he gets the pass off, and it's batted in the air. I think it was intercepted. Again, Missouri has come up with a big defensive play. Tight end. Young to pass, rushes on. Oh, he didn't see him coming. Again, they got him. Adler looking to pass right away. Does swing it out the right side. It's caught there. Some good blocking, good run. Drain charges out to the 50-yard line, and they'll get
defensive linemen get out there and blocking for him. Nice run. Uses his blocks very well. Good cut there and breaks a few tackles, picking up that first down.
Well, Missouri was in the hole. Young back to pass on second down. Pumps a couple of times, gets the pass off. Intercepted! It was tipped off the hands of a BYU player and intercepted in midfield. That ball was slightly overthrown. There's timeout on the field or a break in the action. We'll be back in just a moment. First of all, see the interception. The ball tipped in the air, so Missouri will get. Young back to pass on first down. Has some time, gets the pass off, completes it to his tight end, Harper, who fumbled the ball. And it was caught in midair by Young back to pass. They drop him. He couldn't get rid of it. And Sights with the ball, looking to pass, does pass, completes it to midfield. Boy, he zipped that one down there. And Missouri has a first down.
Action pass like this has been very effective. Takes the handoff to the left side, then a quick pass out there, just caught BYU unaware.
Sights with a long count, gives to Drain. And I think Drain made it. He did. Eric Drain gets into the end zone, and Missouri has the lead.
Walking up front, they have some very powerful people, especially Goody, number 76, powering their way through there.
He's back to pass. They'll sack him this time. Young back to pass. The rush is on. The ball pops free. Is that a fumble or a pass?
A weak side safety. The running backs that time should have been there to pick him up, but they were going out in pass pattern. Good hit by Smith.
It's going to come down to 4th and 10 for BYU at the 25-yard line.
In the Missouri backfield, including this man, Corby Jones, who has hit a big one here inside the 30s down to the 25-yard line.
Coming over, here comes the quarterback now. Corby Jones up in the lane. Terry's late getting over, hard to make that play. Corby Jones can make you pay if you do not account for him on each and every play. And that time, Corby Jones got the offense going big time.
Kansas State and to Michigan. Moreno on second down, he's hit and drilled by Marquise Gibson.
You see, top pass rushing specialist. He uses his speed and quickness to blow right by the tackle and to get there.
Corby Jones is going to throw the football, or at least attempt to. Inside the 30, inside the 20. Corby Jones had just 32 carries coming in. Corby Jones has scored a bunch of touchdowns. He's got another one.
Yeah, now watch the end of this play, though. We thought from our angle that maybe he didn't get in, but watch the extra effort. He gets his shoulder over, and then second, you'll see Jones finish the run. You'll see a nice block by right there, Ron James, 34, but then at the end, the extra effort.
Almost solely on the ground. West has a big hole, and he's outside. Devin West, he's 20, he's 10, and he's out of bounds at the 7.
This man right here, Blackwell's going to do a great job. He knocks off the linebacker and opens up the inside for Devin West, once again allowing him to get into the secondary. A 35-yard run, 6 carries now.
It's Blackwell. He's in. And Missouri answers. Colorado State on that drive.
That they did, and 62 Morris does a nice job blocking inside. Why not let the man who delivered the great Colorado State's eating it up?
1st and 10. Rams on the move. Moreno will take the sack and probably burn a time. Has completed 6 straight. Flushed out. He's caught. Al Sterling.
Sterling is going to get in here from the backside. Moreno cannot get away from him. And now immediately his reaction is to call a time.
Football game on the 15th of November. Melting away a bit. Jones on the move. Got his man. And it's a 1st down. Kent Lehman. Ricky Ross. Ricky Ross. And Ricky Ross is into Colorado State territory at the 45-yard line.
Number 19, this is a nice run, but watch the way he finishes the run. Watch the end and the blow that he delivers. Right now he sees he's not going anywhere. Bam! Right there. Take that if you want.
They've been able to do it all night long. Corby Jones will keep it. Jones inside the 30, and down he goes. A bit. Olivo into the end zone, touchdown. He's the heart and soul.
Coming right at you. Good blocking once again. Reedy 76 inside, but the finish on
67 may yet move to linebacker. Bulger, after the fake pass, tried almost a Statue of Liberty like
this Statue of Liberty. This is the oldest play in the book for a trick play. Justin is not deceived.
The hip flexor. They think he is all the way back. Out of the hold of Zach Anglin. It is blocked and picked up for Missouri. Up the left side goes Carlos Posey, and he will go untouched for a Missouri touchdown.
And that's the 8th blocked kick this year. Both these teams have blocked 7.
Larry Smith. And the party continues. And it's 7-0 Missouri.
Marriott comes between the center and the guard. Gets his hands up as he's instructed to do. One of Posey's jobs right here. One of his jobs is to be available to pick up anything that comes his way and go that way. Of course, he did it extremely well. He is the fastest man on the Missouri team, having been recorded in 4.33 handheld watch. That's fast.
I know you don't put a whole lot of stock in those 40 times, but he wides with Saunders in motion. Bulger rolling his direction, and the throw on the run is intercepted by Julian Jones on a deflection off Corey Ivy.
The offensive coordinator does not like to roll Bulger to his left, and sure enough, the ball is thrown high. It should have been caught, but nonetheless it went through the hands of Ivy. Good hit by Harold Piercy. The route is open. Good reaction by Jones.
Could have been flagged for a late hit against Caden. Jones again keeping. Cuts it back, has a touchdown. And what a start by the on a blocked field goal return of 70 yards by Carlos Posey, and the quarterback keeper by Corby Jones.
On the touchdown, excellent maintenance of the block. Look at the big man move his feet on stills. Keeps him occupied until Jones can get by.
27-yard line. This drive begins with Jones dropping back to fire it deep. And it is caught by Kent Lehman. Charles Fisher drives.
His receiver, number 84, Lehman, is in perfect position across the field, and the throw is...
Rarely are they not in these games right down to the last drop. Bulger this time is sacked. Jeff Marriott, who had the blocked field goal, the nose tackle.
Are accustomed to handling these kinds of things, and it simply doesn't happen in this case.
From his end zone, Taylor, and they blocked this one out of the end zone for a Missouri safety. Julian Jones, what a night. An interception.
Pressure. Takes it right off his foot, exactly the way you coach him to do it. Does not dive or lay out, simply takes the ball up in this case.
Taylor hangs this one high to the 19-yard line, and it's Julian Jones returning this one all the way inside the West Virginia 45 to the Lehman comes in motion. Jones keeping, cutting, scores. Second touchdown tonight for Corby Jones, and Missouri with 53 seconds.
On Big John Thornton, Thunder Thornton, keeps his feet moving, gets Thornton on the ground at the goal line. Porter hit.
To go for two. Three-step drop, fires it to the end zone. Easy catch for a wide-open Kent Lehman. And it'll be Bulger on that roll left. Going deep for Foreman, and it's intercepted by Harold Piercy, who was second in the big. Fourth and goal from the 5. This one is gunned and incomplete for Corey Ivy. And the Mountaineers come up in regular season. It takes them until 6:17 of the third quarter to get their first tonight. Ricardo Rhodes on the return, and look out. Rhodes across midfield to the 41 of West Virginia.
Man is certainly on his way to becoming a great kick returner, has the ability and the courage to hit the wedge running full speed. He does not let up here. If he had, he would have been sandwiched, and Perlo Bastine would have made the play. Number 3 missed the tackle because this guy was accelerating.
Big to West, Jones chased. Pulls up, wide open is Dousman inside the 10.
That's a great throw. That's a great throw. Look at this. Turns, sets up, knows he's getting ready to be sandwiched, puts it right on the money.
That's at the 10, so not quite first and goal. Now Jones, option keeper. Corby Jones, his third touchdown. Third touchdown run tonight by the senior out of Columbia, the hometown hero.
Gary Stills. Now remember, Gary Stills is an All-American. Some help from 64. And in goes Corby Jones into the end zone.
Lehman went in motion, stepping back to fire it deep. To wide open territory goes Eddie Brooks, and Brooks
Marcus James returning to David Carlton kickoff, and a very good return. 30 yards on the run back. Vaughn, Beasley, and Carroll, the secondary. And a big hole for Abram. Oh! Stays on his feet after bouncing off Lawrence Richardson and goes down to the 11-yard line.
I'd say that was the definition right here. This is hitting a pin and bounce. Oh, man.
He got Lawrence Richardson there.
Yeah, he was the pin. V and the Ferrari with Nash being the Ferrari.
Abram back in, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Big play. The 42-yard run by Abram, then he punched it in to give the Tigers the lead. Fewest turnovers in the nation with 11. Carlton's kickoff into the end zone, taken by Marcus James. He has a seam. Back deep for Missouri. And it's Mitchell with the sub 4.340 speed. And he's chopped.
You get credits for that?
As we say in Boston, he's wicked smart. That's why he's at Syracuse.
There you go.
Smith finally with some running room for the first time tonight.
Because the quarterback's running the ball.
Here's Abram. Good work by the offensive line, and nice running by Abram. He slammed into
before half. 21-10, and now you've got momentum early third quarter. You're starting to put pressure on Arkansas, but they have to score on this drive now.
This has been dead longest in the end zone now. The final minute of third quarter. Smith running left, puts his head down. Touchdown.
Missouri
That's that quarterback counter that I thought we'd see a lot pull. He just tucks in behind him. There they are. Palmer again leading the way. He puts his head down.
Here, whatever you win for acting.
Mr. Actor.
Here in the bowl game. She might get a supporting actress nomination. That's a catch. Coffey on the Arkansas sideline. 30 backed up to the 1 after the great play on the down punt by Crowder.
Well, we saw Sean Coffey in practice the other day make repeated
candidate, an excellent player.
Great catches for Ramboga.
Oh,
Smith gets away. Inside the 40. And down at the 32. I'd say next year's Heisman Trophy campaign.
At the speed, watch the patience. He waits for blocks to develop. He waits for alleys to open, and then he gets through them quickly.
We've seen some great running tonight by a lot.
Game out with a concussion. Mitchell is sacked back in his own territory near the 40.
Side on the top. This is the same blitz that hit Blake Mitchell earlier that knocked him out of the game for a play.
A lob looking for Chase Kaufman, and a nice catch by the freshman tight end.
Foot 7, you split the tight end out against a 5'11" corner. Throw the ball up, jump ball. And that caught.
2nd and 10. Mitchell in a crowd throws, and it is intercepted by Marcus King and has some blockers along the far sideline. Blake Mitchell trying to get back in position to get him. He can't. Neither can Bobby Wallace. It's a touchdown and perhaps a game changer for Missouri. 98 yards on the return by Marcus.
Yeah, this would have been a choice for that with King's interception. And
it was 21-0 South Carolina, and they were marching again when Marcus King picked off a pass. Ran it back 99 yards, an Independence Bowl game record. Get Missouri on the board. South Carolina answering, it's become a sports hernia. What is a non-sports hernia, and what's the difference? I don't see you explain. Here's T. Rucker, the tight end. South Carolina rushed 4 that time, didn't get anywhere near Smith. The pass is caught. Will Franklin breaks free, and he's out of bounds near the.
He's getting a little bit more confidence with his throw. Getting a little more confident, Craig, and William Franklin stepping up as one of a big game.
Smith throws it up for Kaufman. Touchdown, Chase Kaufman. He's 6'7". They took advantage of the size advantage. And Missouri back in the game, heading toward halftime within 2 touchdowns with 20 seconds to go.
Left foot, right foot. He had a both end.
2nd and 7. And Smith dumps it off to Rucker, the tight end. First down and much more out across the 40-yard line to the 40.
To get comfortable throwing the football. Here he gets a pass off to T. Rucker, and
3rd down and 1 from their own 24.
He's open deep.
Smith has the man open deep. Took a long time to get it to Chase Kaufman. Post
right. Nobody's over as an option back, but the secondary came up expecting for the pitch. Fred graduate. John Walsh. Mike Hall.
Here's Brad Smith, a Missouri graduate, into the end zone for a touchdown.
Came out in the second half with, Coach. They started getting to the outside and opened up the middle of the field. Trap play, Craig. Watch Tony Palmer pull and trap. Opens it up for Brad Smith inside. No linebackers, no safeties. Touchdown.
Quick drop by Mitchell. He's throwing for Rice, and it's intercepted. It hit Marcus King and got.
South Carolina trying to go. That ball did not touch the ground. It touched his left foot. That's an interception. The leather came into play here. And, you know, we're up here talking about Rice, and sure enough, Missouri's defense expecting the ball to go to Rice. And it's the first time that the secondary of Missouri's jumped inside him, right?
Under a half minute to go in the quarter. Quarter dominated by Missouri. Smith with a flag down. Touchdown if it stands.
Well, one thing that we've seen here now is that Brad Smith's ankle.
Duck hook too that got through, so they're going for it in 4th and 2, and they tie the game if they can kick the extra point. Brad Smith in from the 4-yard line. Missouri twice down by 21, an extra point away now.
Up in the middle, spread them out. Brad Smith carries up inside on
high school, all Metro in the Kansas City area. Came the football late. He got a good foot into that one, and it is good from 50 yards. Longest of his career for the sophomore. Cross it, and Missouri.
But watch the approach to the ball. It was a nice snap, a nice hold. There was no urgency to the rush of the kick and the approach. Boy, he drilled it.
Give the Tigers credit. Looked like they were going to.
Back to you guys in Shreveport.
All right, thank you, Brad. It's Brad Smith through the traffic. Jonathan Joseph trying to run him down, and he does get him out of bounds inside Brad Smith.
That's why he has 59 records. Patient, he waited for the hole to open up, took off, and gained a lot of yardage for the Tigers.
You know what? And you could see South letting that clock run down.
That's part of the instruction from the sideline. Smith to the end zone. No signal yet.
Touchdown. He's in.
Touchdown.
Brad Smith has the vision to find and the patience to find the hole, and the offensive line of Missouri scoring with their man, getting in the end zone.
Mitchell out of the gun. 4-man rush. He throws. It is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Terrell.
Mike Davis is open right here. Take the throw. Tries to force it in to Sidney Rice. And Terrell was right there. Old South Carolina coach Lou Holtz used to always tell me.
That brings up 3rd down and 6. Daniel sets up in that pocket, sets up a screen underneath. A little pitch and catch. Chase Kaufman breaks a tackle and still on his feet to the 37-yard line.
A lot of man-to-man defense out of Oregon State, and what happens, Chase Kaufman starts on the right side, comes all the way across the field. They drop coverage, nobody picks him up, which is amazing because this guy is interested in the yards. It's hard to stop this team.
Tony Temple cuts back, breaks a tackle at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Missouri.
They go right all the way. He does a great job, though, of feeling a seam on the backside, cutting back, breaks one tackle there, and then a little stutter step right there, caught him off balance, and then
he's back to work. Tony Temple breaks a tackle at the 35, spins his way down to the 38-yard line. That brings up 3rd down and 16. As Daniel stands up, throws the deep ball, single coverage downfield. It's caught.
And Chase Daniel did a great job buying time, moving in the pocket a little bit, and Ekwu uncovered down the field right there. Not a very good job at all by Gerard Lawson. Number 5, the safety right there. He got caught up watching Chase Daniel, and Ekwu ran right past him. Oregon State
going shotgun. Sets up at the 20-yard line. Pumps, throws it up, wide open. Caught at the 35. Watch out to the house. Goes to Nerio Alexander. Touchdown, Missouri.
Daniel's pass is complete to number 81.
Fourth guy coming in with the inside screen, and then that left Dorian Alexander to him right there. Quick pump fake. Everybody flies up for the Oregon State defense. That leaves Denario Alexander wide open up the field. The safeties for Oregon State overreacted. They thought for sure it was the middle screen coming, and Chase Daniels, he knows.
7 then, late in the 2nd quarter. 74-yard touchdown from Daniel to Denario Alexander to the bank. And that's where that brings up 3rd down and 20. Daniel wants the deep ball. Throws it deep. Cut!
We're outside right there, pushing straight up the field, going one-on-one against Brian Payton, and that's just a mismatch right there. You got a safety on a receiver.
He's changing it up. Steps back in the shotgun, throws it to the flat. It's caught. Kaufman, he'll throw it. Oh, baby! You gotta be kidding! Touchdown! Tommy Saunders!
Week in practice, they ran it one time, and it didn't come up this way, but what a great throw by Chase Kaufman, realizing Tommy Saunders was wide open. In practice, he threw that ball a mile high. Going to change his philosophy.
Second down and 10. Temple breaks it right up the middle, 50. Watch out, 40, 30, 20, Temple, 15, 10, touchdown, Missouri! Against State. 31-21, 65-yard run by Tony Temple. Down. Watch out. Here he goes, Tony Temple. Still on his feet and taken out of bounds. Inside the 20-yard line.
This is just not something that Mark Banker, the coordinator for Oregon State, was really worried about being the biggest threat for Oregon State. But it's the old adage, you better be able to tackle and make the plays in the running game. Tony Temple is making
day with 2 touchdowns. Missouri. Play fake. Daniel pumps, throws, end zone. Touchdown, Kaufman.
Chase Kaufman, the super tight end, 6'6" out there, goes up and makes the throw, makes the catch. It was pretty darn good coverage on the outside.
But you know what, Steve? He'll play the game. 3 seconds. Daniel throws center of the field. Here we go. A little dipsy-do. Still alive. Saunders.
Down lineman.
Oh, to Franklin. You see this one. He just drops this one out of the sky right into a little hole behind the zone there.
First down. They're at the Arkansas 22-yard line. This is Temple. Still on his feet to the 10. Touchdown, Missouri. The first score of the 70.
You can see him. He's directing the traffic there. He's picking up a block from Macklin. Now does the ball cross? Well, I would say that's inside the pylon there. That looks like that ball got through there.
I think so. That looks like he's in to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any question right there. Got him the first down.
4th and 4. They're going to do something again. Here's the play again, and this time it's unsuccessful. I don't understand. I'm confused. I hope you're not confused.
Game from Hawaii tonight.
On second down, Daniel. Temple. Tony Temple gets into Razorback territory at the 35.
To the offensive line, there's natural gaps right there. Tony Temple, a skilled runner, has big holes, natural holes to run through. And it's affecting how spread.
Back deep. They never huddle. Handoff to Temple. And he's got a blocker and some room. Temple still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds finally at midfield by Terrell Norton.
Good job of just reaching here. Now here's the out. Now he's got a lead blocker coming around. That's the left guard pulling. Ryan Madison here.
Back under the center and dropping the throw. Under pressure and down he goes. Ziggy Hood led the Missouri charge. Temple. Nobody there. Temple taken down with a good open field tackle by Kevin Woods.
They go with it. When they go with it right here, the old cross puck. Get them going one way and come back the other. Tony Temple's he's put together at Mizzou.
3 wide receivers to the right, and this is Temple. And again, he's over 100 yards and more, and still going. And close to the 5-yard line of Arkansas. Richardson finally not.
Same play right here. That's a read there by Chase Daniel. If the end crashes, he hands off to him. And you can see spread out right here. It almost looks too easy. Nobody's even getting a glove on Tony Temple. He's through into the secondary.
Change and does. It's Temple again. Kevin Woods made the stop, but not before Tony Temple got it into the end zone. And Missouri increases their lead. Has been nothing short of impressive today. In fact, he's been terrific.
Daniel does a good job of taking that bat.
Here's Casey Dick again. And again under pressure. And dragged down from behind.
Casey Dick
Ziggy Hood comes back next to Daniel. And Temple gets the carry, and he's got some room. To the corner and finally out of bounds.
This right here, I mean, Arkansas has him really outflanked there. And you can see that he outruns the leverage of the defense right there. And then
Temple. Touchdown. Never did get him down. Bertie Fairchild. 21-0. Missouri goes ahead 6 plays, 48 yards. A minute and 22. They've contained McFadden and Jones. Pass is picked off by Missouri. Touchdown. William Moore timed it perfectly. Casey Dick was a little bit late.
You see Witherspoon comes in, tips this pass here, Pat.
Yep.
Just slows that pass down just a little bit more. The intention receiver Hillis never had a chance. It's more so the tip. These players practice that play, that tip drill every single day, and Moore can't believe what an easy touchdown that became.
First time they've ever been dressed in all red. Yeah. Casey Dick taken down by the Missouri rush.
We're really looking forward to this afternoon's game. I mean, it was homecoming for him as well. Family in the stands here today, and he's really showed himself up.
The record. He gets the carry.
I think they're going to give him a chance for that record, Pat.
He might get it.
I would say that he's got it.
His 4th touchdown of the day. Shedrick Jackson chased him into the end zone, but that's
his life. Senior looking to play at the next level come next year, and that's the kind of send-off you should.
Yards total, but I think he tore a hamstring loose on that last run.
Well, he's going to have time to let it heal.
Yep, he sure will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he pulled up. He sure did.
Yeah.
Gerald Norton brought him down. You can see at the very end of this run, right about here, running away from those. You can see him just start to pull up on the left leg.
Wound up as a 30-yard gain. Going to be a double. Peterman wants to throw, and he is going to be sacked at the 33. What a great defense.
Coulter keeps his position very well. But it's Witherspoon and Coulter.
A 5'8" sophomore comes in at tailback. Pressure again, and he's going to be sacked at the 35-yard line. It's Shula. Back. Sidewinder kick or what? And the left footer delivers, and it is a partial spiral on the run. Macklin, 30, 35. Here he goes. 45. Kiss him goodbye. Count it off. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 75 yards. Pat Fitzgerald.
Or that Australian rules kind of kick. The problem was it came out as a spiral.
Yeah.
And so it actually hung in the air. You don't expect that kick. You almost want to make it go end over end so it gets on the ground quicker.
But I'll tell you, Macklin, because that trajectory was higher, was able to judge it and catch it.
But and give the Missouri blockers a lot of credit. He had to make one guy miss. That size mismatch for a fade.
Fakes it to the left, got a man over the middle, throws for the touchdown, Alexander. Career. Take a timeout. Tigers go on top, 17-16. Down conversions. They got to take this one to midfield. Good protection. Got it. Deep. Intercepted over the middle by Christopher. And Christopher down the sideline against some blockers. Finally going to be tackled at the 30-yard line of Northwest.
Quarterbacks will tell you all the time the hardest guy to see is those linebackers coming from the weak side. Christopher, an outside linebacker, comes. He's lined up. He's usually a middle linebacker, but he's lined up to the left side and does an excellent job of reading the quarterback's eyes. He had the huge interception to seal the Baylor win. And one player did that, Jeremy Macklin.
On third down, needs to go to the 40. Here comes pressure. Bechet is knocked down and sacked at the 27. But
on that stunt, the guy who is the first to go up on the inside, the tackle for the
low pass, trouble, hit from behind, and he goes down. Bechet is very fortunate not to have goal.
Netter didn't take that bad of a set, but because Bechet,
plenty of time on the play clock. Boy, fumbled it over the middle, throws the touchdown. Wow. Macklin. And Daniel was fumbling with the quarterback, and he still throws a beauty.
And he saw he had it the whole way. The Northwestern defense had rotated over to Kaufman because Kaufman is the guy all season long that Missouri has looked to in the red light. Nobody's on the inside for Macklin, but
here comes pressure from the outside, and he is hit as the ball is thrown. It's recovered by Northwestern. It is a turnover, and it is fourth down.
Totally free. Sutton, the running back, was over to that side. The center reset his line, and they did not pick up the outside rusher. A mental mistake up front by an offensive line with all first-year starters in their first bowl game. Boy, that's a tough one. To see if he can get it in.
Now here we go. Pressure from the outside. Going to go for it all at the end zone, which he has to do. And the ball is knocked down. In fact, may have been intercepted by William Moore. And the Missouri Tigers, they called it incomplete, have come from behind and have won.
So it'll be interesting to see here if Missouri can get some kind of a good return.
A short kick down to the 10. Simmons still on his feet. And Simmons brought down at about the 38-yard line. 81. We referred to him just a few moments ago. And this is Alexander with his first catch. This is what he gives you. Yards after the catch, and a lot of them. Happy New Year, Missouri. On the second play of the game.
It's the country in receiving yards. Missouri comes out the first two plays of the game, screen passes, and he got excellent. And anytime you throw the screen passes, you have Jones, and then the rest of it is Denario Alexander.
He's a guy, Bob, that's been on fire the last several games coming down the stretch run for Missouri. And as you noted, good blocking on the edges there.
And Jared Perry, the third block by a wide receiver down the field.
1st and 10, Navy.
Navy now come up with a little bit of an unbalanced line.
Ball put on the ground, and Missouri says they have it. Tiger football. The promising drive dies at the 20-yard line. Ricky Dobbs under heat, and he's sacked back at the 48-yard line. Alden Smith got their
line movement. They bring the outside linebacker and also Alden Smith, 85. That time they...
College football bowl season, Capital One Bowl Week really amping up. This pass complete to Wes Kemps. Kemps with a first down and then some. Into Navy territory at the 40. Missouri came into this one with a 3-game winning streak. Right now down by a touchdown, wide open Washington. Derek Washington down to the 11-yard line. Fumble. Navy says they recovered it. There.
And Mark, again, a fumbled snap.
Boy, Dobbs made a heads-up play. He recovered it
exactly
and ran for the first down. And he didn't make it. Coming up inches short.
For these kids in our first year. I want to ask you about some tactics going on in this game as Missouri throws a screen, Mark.
That pass complete to Wes Kemp, still on his feet. Kemp's got a great block, and he's still on the loose. Missouri with a huge play.
8 blocks. Watch, here's the little screen. He's going to take it across the field. Now the first one's going to come down here at the bottom, Derek Washington. Right there. The second one right there by Jared Perry. And all of a sudden, Missouri
ultimately signing on with the Tigers here. Little bubble screen to Denario Alexander in open space. Still on his feet, breaking a couple of tackles, still, and all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Out here in space, you see the tight end flexed out. Jared Perry, great job. Then he makes Emmett Merchant miss. I mean,
career starts. The center, Tim Barnes, the best, making his 39th straight start. There's Devin Moore turning the corner, and Tyler's 5 wide receivers, 3 to the right of Gabbard. 4-man rush, and the ball's on target for a first down to the 26-yard line.
All Dave Yost, the offensive coordinator, did. He just dialed up that 3rd and 19 right off the play sheet, just like they drew it up.
3-yard gain for Lawrence, the sophomore. Gabbard steps into the throw, and what a catch! Wes Kemp, a diving catch at the 41-yard line.
We had an all-state good hands play. That would be it. Just a fantastic job of stretching out and laying out. Good concentration.
That's a surprising number for a 10-2 team. Gabbard a lot of time. Has a man open. Caught. First down. Out at the 40-yard line.
Allows TJ Moe to sit down in the hole in the zone. That's the void that's created between different defenders.
Gabbard deeper this time and caught along the near sideline by Jarrell Jackson. And he's taken down to the 20, lost his helmet.
Jackson, look at this. Here's the hole. Here's the hole in the zone. On top, in front of the safety coming over the top.
It's for Gabbard here in the first half. Josie's in it, running back, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
That's a
2-yard drive capped by this touchdown.
Just well blocked. Good job by Michael Agnew as well, 82. That's a big score.
You saw Justin Britt, number 68, won for a game.
Not done yet.
Against Texas A&M. Got a long way to go tonight. He's going a long way down the field, and a catch. Jarrell Jackson near the 15-yard line.
Watch a good throw. I want you to watch again. On top of this defender and in front of this defender. And the ball is, I mean, that's surgical. That's as good as you get. Look at his feet. Steve Young's old.
Ruth is rotated in. He's played a lot this year at center and guard. TJ Moe had the first down catch. Now Agnew makes a diving catch on second down. Michael Agnew.
You can see him right here. And Morris is going to run with him. Get your hands on him. Now get in his hip pocket. Watch the touch. That is really, this kid's the real deal, Sean. Those NFL guys that we saw, where do you line up? How do you cover who you're taking?
Gabbard design run, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
For those of you, this isn't a secret. This kid's the real deal. Nicely done by Fisher. Not only can he split out.
Byron Hanspard of Texas Tech as the Air Force in 1995. Pump fake and a deep ball by Stanzi. Up for grabs and intercepted by Kevin Rutland. And running room down the far sideline. They're going to mark him out.
Now watch. He stays on top, runs to the top shoulder, track the ball. Well, that's really well done. And then has the feet to be able to come down. Now this kid, Rutland, he has NFL abilities. What he's really going to have to work on, well, he has the ball skills. He can.
Of the night, second and goal from the 3. Gabbard, quick throw and a catch and a touchdown for Michael Agnew.
Let Agnew run. Dave Yost, the offensive coordinator, says that he runs violently. And you can see he's a physical runner. Like you mentioned, Sean, he's not a real big guy. And in terms of the blocking, he's a willing blocker, so he will do that. But when he runs the football, you saw what happened to Greenwood at the end.
Stanzi on second and 10 into traffic and intercepted again picked off by Jarrell Harrison.
He has the time. He's able to find him. Just underthrew him.
Stanzi has thrown only 4 interceptions all year. He's thrown 2 here tonight, and nearly a third. You'll recall Harrison had one a moment ago.
Turn to about the 49, just drove the distance and put 7 on the board. Kickoff fielded by TJ Moe for Missouri, and Moe ripping off a good kickoff return as well. Double pass, looking for the end zone. Man is wide open. Touchdown, Missouri. Wes Kemp with the grab. "40-yard strike." TJ Moe good to the offenses of Carolina and Missouri. The Tigers with some trickeration. We're tied at 7. Slew of wideouts lined up to the right of Franklin. That's where he looks, and that's where he lofts, and that's where he connects. First down, Michael Agnew, the tight end, with his second reception down at the
route on the outside, meaning the receiver showed to the flat and then turned it upfield. Again, that's
Franklin, the pitch. Moore, the carry, and he's got a lot of space. First down and a whole lot more. Breaks one tackle across the 30, towards the 25, marked down at the 24.
What does is attack him. As soon as he sees him, the defensive end suck up to the quarterback. He pitches it out to number 26, Davion.
From the 2. And a QB will keep it. Franklin, the touchdown. Under 4 minutes. Damian Washington, a big grab on 3rd down. His quarterback took it from there. Missouri on top of North Carolina, 14-7. First down. Lawrence. Down at the 34-yard line.
You'll find, see the tackle right in front. He just kicks out the defensive end. Kendall Lawrence able to cut it up inside.
Bernard again bottled up. He fumbled it. Missouri recovers at the 40. First turnover of the game. The Tigers have it.
Extra yardage. That's when they're most vulnerable. Giovanni Bernard gets up in there. There's a lot of traffic in there. Gets the ball stripped. Looked like number 48 might have finally got his arm around the football.
Jacquez Smith, number 3, was first there. Motion. Franklin looking for the end zone, wide open. Where is the coverage? Jackson, the touchdown for Missouri. 24 unanswered points for the Tigers. They are rolling in Louisiana.
And because you tore actually all 3 ligaments in your knee, what gives you optimism, though, for your future going forward?
Just these guys standing behind me the whole time. I have some really good teammates, and as you can see, the excitement from the game.
And Missouri forces their second turnover. It was sitting on. Good and able to pull it in.
Really, number 30, Karante Walker bobbled it out, and then Dwight Jones had no idea where it was. It's actually
4th trip in the red zone for the Tigers. And they're going to get their 4th score. Touchdown, Kendall Lawrence. At all. Now some offensive linemen weren't settling either. Over the middle, dangerous one, big hit, but a caught. Pulled in.
Catch by LaDamian Washington. See him running up the seam route, comes over, knows he's going to get. Everett Withers said at halftime, obviously worked.
Kickoff fielded by Moe. Thought about passing it. Moe found a little seam and a spin, and still on his feet. Has got a blocker, crosses midfield, and down the sideline, and is pushed out at the 35. What a run by TJ Moe.
Pump fake to the left. When he does, Carolina's defense all heads that way, which opened up the alleys through the middle of that wedge, and TJ Moe does the rest. What a huge return from Missouri.
48-yard kickoff return, 1st and 10 from the Tar Heel 34. Fake the give to Lawrence, and Franklin's got his second rushing touchdown of the game. And his third overall.
That was almost getting it down to the 2, and then James Franklin takes it himself for the walk-in touchdown to put Missouri.
Though has 95 yards on 3 grabs. Leonard looking and scrambling and down at the 30. Loss of yards this season. And he's looking for more here. And will get it. And is still on his feet. Tackled from behind inside the 15, down at the 12. Zach Brown with a touchdown-saving tackle.
More, I mean, you can just hit replay and see them all coming at you. James Franklin, once again, shedding tacklers.
Another rush. Down at the 16.
Up next to James Franklin. And on first down, Franklin will run it. He's got some room. Franklin to the 30. And he'll tiptoe out of bounds to the 36 and deliver a blow at the end. And a late from his own 14. Marcus Murphy back deep at the 30. Murphy stays on his feet, gets outside. Murphy gets a block. No flag. Murphy still running, and he's down inside the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Remember Cliff Kingsbury at Texas Tech? Fortune favors the bold was his motto. It looked like Marcus Murphy should have fair caught the ball. Looked like the coverage was good, but he was bold. Took the football, got upfield, got some good blocks. Look at the
Cowboys at their own 33. Shelf on the play fake. Now he has a lane. Shelf throws on the move and intercepted E.J. Gaines. Missouri's 19th interception this season. E.J. Gaines with a big one. He'll run the option with Josie. The pitch. Josie dives. Touchdown Tigers.
But watch the option with Josie as the option man. Franklin is taken out right away. Gives it to the tailback and well.
Missouri, 11 plays covering 50 yards. They score in less than 3 minutes. Carolina in double overtime. Long hands it off to Josie. Flag on the play. Josie turns it up with a burst of speed. Josie stepping out of bounds with 18 at the 12. Mark steps up in the pocket and he'll run it. Now Mark, first down. Look at him go. The redshirt freshman crosses the.
One of his strengths is that he's also a dual threat. And look at this. He sees it, looks for the pass, doesn't see that. But once he finds the lane, stings the defense by using his feet and traverses downfield for a big gain. Matty Mock will get the.
Here's Mock to throw it. Steps up with a huge running lane. He moves again. Look at Mock at the 30, 20 out of bounds.
Is Mock is taking a look downfield, but when there's no one present in the middle of the field, he finds a lane, and he has hurt the Cowboys twice with big runs. I wonder now if Glenn Spencer may change things up and use Sean Lewis, number 11, as a spy. And
Henry Josie back in. Matty Mock throwing the fade in the corner. Touchdown! Marcus Lucas.
Marcus Lucas, wide receiver, running a lot of the tight end routes that Missouri.
2nd and 8. Shelf in trouble and sacked. First sack of the night, and it's Coney Ely. Talk about a terrific.
The defensive end, he just beats the offensive tackle on an inside move. Well done going inside.
Layfield, Shelf, backside pressure, and sacked again. Guess who?
Coney. 2 plays, though, have been long yardage situations, and that has allowed the pass rush to get amped up and ramped up for Missouri. And they feast on
for the 41. Here comes a blitz. Franklin breaks a tackle. Franklin at the 30. James Franklin still running, and finally chopped down to the team at the 31. Shelf lines up, looking for Stewart. And
Intercepted. Braylon Webb plucked it out of the air. Receiver underneath, and look at the corner falling back into the play. That was Randy Ponder's 7. Braylon Webb, who is already back in position, plays the game moving forward. And when a safety can play forward and not retreat, much better. Josie with the run. Josie. Touchdown, Mizzou. Run the football. Give it to Josie, a zone run. He reads it, and how about the one cut and gets vertical upfield into the seam and into the end.
24-17, Henry Josie, second touchdown of the night.
And good. 6:29. Missouri goes up 27-24. 1975, we saw Coach Grant Taff here earlier, head coach of that Baylor squad. Murphy brings it out of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30. Franklin under pressure. Got it away. Caught. Green Beckham. James Franklin hung in the moment. Look at the top of the screen. Pressed by Tyler Patman and able to use his strength to get Patman off of him and get upfield for the catch. That was simply a strength play in these areas. They give it to Josie. Josie. Touchdown, Mizzou. And watch Josie with the cut. Look at that. They create the space, moving everything left with what we call zone blocking, everyone on the same track in fourth quarter. What a game this is turning out to be. Missouri back on top, 34-31. State Cowboys. Joe, play fake. Under pressure, lost it! Missouri has the ball! Up the sideline! Shane Ray! Touchdown, Tigers! What a play! Defense ruling it now. Michael Sam with the strip. Shane Ray with the sprint. Players have to make the plays at this time. And he beats Chris Grisby around the edge, strips the ball. Shane Ray also in at outside at the defensive end position because they've got their speed package on the field. This is what they call their money package. 3 defensive ends and a defensive tackle. Ray, Coney Ely, Michael Sam. Sam strips it from the left defensive end. Ray at right defensive end picks it up. Ely, who moves.
Here comes that Missouri pass rush, and Leidner lost the ball. And Missouri has it.
What Leidner is trying to do is buy time for Cobb to come open. What he needed to do was step up and maybe try to shovel pass. And Golden, who Shane Ray got Defensive Player of the Year, but you watch the tape, this guy Golden can really play, and that looks to me like a fumble. Looked like it came loose.
Brenzer to kick to James, who waits near the 40. It's a fake. And they're going to get a first down. What a great time to pull it out, and Nick Hoffman.
Harold Brantley. What an excellent run by Brantley. And it
sure was.
Yeah, Harold Brantley to call. It's a bowl game. You're not getting your offense going. Why not call that?
This is Murphy as the momentum shifts to Missouri. The 49ers.
Don James is my college coach. He knew a thing or two.
Hansbrough with an enormous hole up the middle. They've 7 carries, 61 yards for Murphy. Mock under pressure. Chased by Wilson, can't get him. Matty Mock, heck of a run down to the 25-yard line.
When he battled a bunch of injuries his senior year, and we talk about what a tough competitor this guy is. He was just getting a much improved back half of the season.
Blitz coming. Mock hangs in there, throws for Sasser. Got it, touchdown. Buddy Calhoun did not see the
Sasser and Buddy Calhoun lost this ball. They're both looking back to their right shoulder, and Buddy Calhoun saw the head of Sasser turn. Solid, trusting coaching staff in college football.
Onside kick. It looked like Missouri had a shot at it, and they got it.
Brilliant. It is Simon. Well, that ball kicked, and then it hits the ground. If that ball does not hit the ground, then Sasser could not have made a play on it, because it would have had to have been, that was Ian Simon, not Sasser, who makes the recovery. But what an excellent.
And a fake punt. 2 of the biggest plays of the game. This is Murphy. Runs through an arm tackle, just tripped up as he got inside the 25.
Half gap over. He gets pushed back a little bit, but then he goes and gets just a flat from the middle of that defense.
Marcus Jones is the deep man. Short end-over-end kick. Jones comes up and hit it on the short hop. Fumbled the ball, taken by Missouri. A terrible decision by Jones because he couldn't get there.
Because it was not possessed. But just a terrific.
Mock under pressure. Slips a tackle. Mock. Touchdown. Derek Wells is flat on his back in the end zone.
Well, Mock looks pretty good on this one. And this is, this is what he's been doing the entire game. This has really made a difference. And let's hope Wells is okay.
Second and 10. Leidner on a keep. Fumble. Then fumbled back. Still loose. Initially picked up by Brantley.
The game. But that ball was never put away properly. It was forced by Shane Ray. The fumble forced by Shane Ray, but it looked to me like Leidner never really had that ball as he put it away. And Brantley tried to pick it up and run, and then Webb, the former high school quarterback, with good.
First team All Big Ten, averaged over 45 yards a kick, but that's the 3rd straight line drive kick he's had to Murphy. And there he goes. Murphy. The kicker to beat. Still on his feet. There is a flag down, however, back at the 20.
And then there was a holding call further up the field. So, of course, Minnesota takes David Johnson. There's the holding call. But they took the block in the back by David Johnson. We had thought
in the game, but the way both of these teams run their offense, that is significant. And here's Hansbrough. He's got a big seam up the middle. And Hansbrough. 78 yards for a touchdown. A gaping hole, and he took advantage of
it. Guard Connor McGovern. Boy, that's just blow-up blocks there. McGovern took 92, Robert Dongole, and just pushed him all the way across the formation. And even though he's a short strider,
Leidner. You can only hold it so.
Yeah, and this is just not what they are. What was Minnesota is good at that time. Cobb needs to.
Better friend, you have been awesome. Murphy breaks a couple of tackles off to the races with that brilliant speed. Inside the 20, inside the 10. A gain of 69 yards.
And this is a defense for Minnesota that has been so good at times this year, but they just feel like they're running out of steam here a little bit. And Give credit to Missouri. This is an offense that has not been brilliant this year. As talent good enough to play in the SEC.
Mock floats this for Sasser. Touchdown.
He's got control of it. Watch the little second catch. Doesn't quite have it there. Then he puts it away. Ooh, I don't know. I'm not so sure he's after the first time it hits him in the hands. See there?
Yeah, but the movement necessarily doesn't mean incompletion.
Right, but watch his right foot. Maybe.
Lock, open man. And it is Kendall Blanton for the catch. Shane Buechele under pressure. And Jordan Harold starts with a bull rush, comes inside, stays with it. Lock. He's got a man. That's his man. Jamon Moore. Jamon, stick it up between the tackles. Now he's into the end zone. Missouri gets going early in the second. Lock, deep shot. Jamon Moore. Beg your pardon, Jonathan Johnson. First play. That's how Drew Lock wanted to come out slinging at the start. A prime time. He beats the coverage, and that ball couldn't have been placed in a better spot. Hits him in stride, right between the 1 and the 2. And it's heels to the feet. Blitz again. Roundtree. Good cut for the first down and more. Down to the Texas 44. And they've got the screen set up to the field. And Paul Adams, the right offensive tackle, buries the safety, Brandon Jones, and helps spring a big pickup. Sam Ehlinger starting up the fourth quarter for the Longhorns. And Jordan Harold, the offensive player's helmet, so it's the right call. There's Jamon Moore. Another flag is thrown.
For that this afternoon.
Play action. Looking to throw. Cornelius lost it. And the ball is loose. Recovery of 7 yards on first down.
That his pressure is huge because he's got Tylan Wallace downfield on the post route.
It was confirmed upstairs. So they spotted at the 36-yard line. Lock taking a shot. Caught inside the 10 and inside the 5. Emmanuel Hall. First down, goal to go.
Do it right away. I'm going to take a shot right at the new corner Siverand. Deep ball to Emmanuel Hall, his #1 receiver. I love the aggressive play call from Derek.
It was a big one. 58 yards to Emmanuel Hall. Now a big run up the middle for Tyler Beatty. He is jacked up for, that's an 18-yard pickup on first down.
When you're running behind 75, Wallace Sims, who's one of the best guards in all of college football.
10 have been running plays. And here's another one. Larry Roundtree busting loose. There goes Larry Roundtree. Finally caught up. And Derek Dooley was talking to you and I about last night.
Just getting that defense right on the edge to hesitate. Play slow for just enough time. Got to be the back.
Looked like there was some movement on the near side for Missouri. No penalty flag. Touchdown. Dominic Jacinto. The true freshman.
Good coverage beater here. Jacinto to the back corner. They just occupied the corner just for a second. Able to get.
And Missouri now leads it 10-7. The Tigers 4 for 4 on third down on that drive.
Flip screen from somebody.
Here comes the Oklahoma State pressure. Picked up pretty well. Lock. Wide open is Jacinto. He had a couple of steps on the defender.
They clear it out with Blanton on a shallow. He comes across. The defender follows. How about the ball?
25-yard reception for Jacinto. Roundtree. Big first down and much more. Finally ripped down in the secondary. Gets to the 22-yard line.
Following him that big offensive line, a couple double teams by Petchup up top.
Play fake to Roundtree. Throw to Blanton. Kendall Blanton made the catch. Oh, pretty. That grab around Edison Magruder. Just the second touchdown catch of the year for Blanton, who's got extra duty today because Albert O is out. And how about that play?
And you saw Locke at the line of scrimmage, know the coverage, knew the pressure was coming. I'm going to have one-on-one matchup.
Pressure picked up. Man wide open, first down. Barrett Bannister rolls in 32-yard line. The redshirt freshman from Fayetteville, Arkansas, with a catch at 38 yards.
How about the eyes from Locke? He moved.
Play fake. Locke. Man open. Knox. Touchdown. Jalen Knox. But there is a marker down back at the 35-yard line.
Win.
Here comes the Oklahoma State defense chasing Locke around. Got it away. Caught! Jonathan Johnson. Down to the 14. Drew Locke. Great patience waiting for his receiver to get open.
Well, Pendleton got beat. But that's a big Locke has put a lot on tape today that NFL.
And 13. Cornelius in trouble, gets away, got rid of it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Hilton. Speaking of St. Louis, that's his hometown.
And the tape a little bit with Taylor Cornelius is when he gets out of that pocket and it's a little bit of panic mode around him. Sometimes there is a bad decision involved. Easy thing to do is just launch that ball the way he had been playing such a clean half of football, or really game of football this afternoon.
Memphis, they've given up 35, and Cornelius and company was looking for more until that pick. Locke now taking a shot. They got it. Foot race. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Jonathan Johnson. 86 yards. But there is a
interception and then one play. A quick shot downfield to Jonathan Johnson, a rope by Drew Locke. He's got enough speed to run away, and that's how quickly.
At the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Jonathan Johnson in front of family and friends with an 86-yard touchdown catch and run. One checks in. Hubbard catching his breath. Cornelius pumps. All kinds of time to throw. Now forced out of the pocket. Chased all the way to the sideline. He'll get rid of it. And it is intercepted. Cam Hilton again. Second interception.
Protection. But let this play die. You did it in the first half. But back-to-back drives, just trying to do too much, trying to be the hero, trying to make the hero play. And it burns your football team. And that's very close.
In the backfield with Locke. Two receivers to the right. They pitch it to Roundtree. Escapes a tackle. Gets to midfield. Still on his feet. To the 30. To the 20. Has a blocker. Goodbye touchdown. 55 yards for Roundtree.
Back-to-back turnovers. He scored on the first one. Now a little option pitch. Edison Magruder misses the open field tackle. Some nice blocking downfield by Missouri's skill receivers and Roundtree. Enough speed for the score.
Missouri has scored 14 points in 38 seconds.
Well, they've scored on 2 turnovers. I just love the fact that watch the effort downfield by the Missouri skill receivers. Jalen Knox, the true freshman, fumbled himself.
Oklahoma State has been great on third down, 8 of 11. Cornelius slides up, and he's sacked.
Well, they play 2-man. They're playing coverage, but watch Bolton, 32, just hanging there, reading Cornelius, spying you. You want to run, and I'll go attack you. That's something that Ryan Walter.
Be the first punt of the half for either team. It's a fake. Hawkins won't get there. About 3 yards short. Run it. Pressure coming off the edge. Picked up nicely. Locke is complete on the slant. Into plus territory is Johnson. 3 of Oklahoma State, a gain of 32.
Well, it's man again. Watch Blanton cross your screen. That takes the linebacker away. That opens up that hole for Jonathan Johnson.
Wall, Texas. Cold tally on the kickoff for Army, and we're underway. From the goal line, Missouri taking it out. A great return thus far. And Chris Abrams and a little fake, and how about Brady Cook has daylight, plenty of real estate, 30 yards later, touchdown.
In the running game, called his own number.
Tigers out of the Southeastern Conference, and an even better one for the freshman quarterback, Brady Cook. He says, I got some legs, let me show you the wheels as I head to the end zone.
So that you only have to wonder how many I'm going to do. Now, back in the day.
How about Elijah Young, who's finally tackled around the 45-yard line, but
well, they said it was going to be running back by committee, and so you lose one of the best rushers in the country, but you got running back by committee. Give credit.
As more tempo is continuing here for Mizzou,
nice
they keep it
play.
going. Kiki Chisholm down the sideline. And into the red zone. On third down tonight. Christian Anderson is wrapped up and brought down by Blaze Aldridge.
This is why you dial up your run blitzes. Aldridge is the inside linebacker.
Oh, the halfback pass. Brady Cook finds his man as Kiki Chisholm in between. For Eli Drinkwitz' team.
Go back to this flea flicker. You see the patience there. He's looking deep. That doesn't come open. Finds a set.
Cook looking. Touchdown, Missouri. Kiki Chisholm in the back of the end zone. And the Tigers grab the lead right back.
Have the ability to start off looking to his left. He wants to look left, then he comes back and has the patience, the ball delivery just out of the outstretched arms of Broughton. Nice throw to the back of the end zone. Big play for
wants to get one last final game in these uniforms.
Hartman looking to throw, and he's going to be dropped. That's a sack because he loses.
Hartman really getting up there, but that's the hard part to me. Like, I'm so used to
movement. No flags down as Hartman goes to the end zone in the double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlisle's picked it off. Austin can't believe there wasn't a flag thrown, but there was.
I think the closest one is Darius Robinson, who was right over the center.
Right. Here's the thing: if you don't think there's a flag, you're not throwing that pass, right? From the quarterback's
yeah, but you can't really see. You can kind of guess, like, okay, I got him, but it's hard to see after your peripherals which referee may end up throwing the guy from the side.
You throw that ball, you take a chance. Schrader trying to get something going on the sudden change. That's his best run of the night by far. The first down.
Going back to your question real quick for the first.
He's going to keep it. Avoids the first tackler. Now he's in the next level inside the 20, 15, 10. Can he barrel his way to the end zone? No, but he sets up a first and goal for Mizzou.
And maddening runner and a tough runner, one-on-one with a defender. Over and over again, we've seen it this year. You ain't going to take him down in the open field. It'll like some sort of zone read right here.
Oh, high snap. Cook's going to try and have to make something happen with his feet. Now he throws it in the end zone. What a heady play. Peanut Houston on the receiving end of the score.
Situation. Offensive line's really not moving anywhere, so there's no one downfield, no penalty to be called. But you said it, heads up play by him. A lot more risk.
Pete, now there's a lot of room to run. It's in Wake Forest territory. There's only 1 second left on the clock, though.
Points.
Multiple languages. Schrader powers his way into the end zone. And Mizzou takes the lead for the first time tonight.
offense on break. Get the offensive line going left, Schrader downhill. So now it's opportunity for Wake Forest.
Second down. Partner pressure comes, they get to him. Chad Bailey again. Monstrous first half.
He wanted his team to be the aggressors. He wanted them to be able to get after the quarterback, not sit back and read.
Look out to Purden. Was his knee down? They say it wasn't. Can he get it on his own? Gets flipped up in the air and drops.
Back to throw is Cook, in trouble. Escapes the pocket, takes off, past the 35, got the first down, and finally scoots out of play near.
Watch Jack Sawyer on the outside. He stays inside, does not set the edge, does not keep contained.
Dallin Hayden with 19 carries on the year. He's in, and now Brown, quarterback run, but dropped at the 30-yard line for a loss on the play of 4.
The edge. This is about the third time we've seen one of these edge players figure huddles every single play.
He's in there at quarterback now, gonna throw it, and gonna get hit from behind and sacked back at the 8-yard line by Johnny Walker Jr. Ohio State will have to punt from its
outstanding. Gonna win with great leverage, the hands, he gets that rip up and high, turns the corner with speed, and down goes Devin Brown for a big sack.
He actually fumbled the ball and it was recovered by Missouri. Was it coming out or was he down? He was ruled. So every play is reviewed, but they decided not to stop play and review this further. Was the ball coming out after the sack by Walker? Because there was a recovery by Jernigan of Missouri. You'll see right here as he locates the ball, but they had already blown it dead and said that Brown was down. Henderson again, and he's bottled up immediately. You had a defensive back, Tristan Newsome at 6'2".
And he's been so good ever since Tyron Harper had to leave.
Travion Henderson, he just got no shot. Dropped at the 2 by Christian Williams. The ball came out, but
man, he is good. The Oregon transfer, really nice job. Laterally, then vertical, up the field immediately. Nowhere to go. It's also Darius Robinson setting that edge. Robinson, Williams, a nice job.
They put Keenholz under center this time. And again, Henderson hit at the 1. He did get out of the end zone, though, so it's not a safety, but it's another negative play from the Buckeye 1.
This is their Tristan Newsome, look how close he's playing to the line of scrimmage. Nice job with his hands.
Seen him on punt returns the last few times. It's been Abrams' drain out there. Cook's pass is caught. He layered that over the line field. Remember, they've got a kicker who's made a 61-yarder this year.
Best throw of the night here for
Burden. Top of your screen, and Cook in trouble, takes off again, and he's able to get the first down. And he crossed midfield, a rarity in this game. Yards and a first down for MIZZOU.
Well, Brady Cook with good pocket presence here. It's a good interior rush from the defensive tackle, Michael Hall Jr., but it opens up a rushing lane.
Got to be frustrated with the offense for their teams in this game, when the offenses were pretty good during the regular season. First down for Cook on the ground. That's been for Missouri as Cook running the ball. He gets 15.
Boy, this just looked like a design quarterback draw. I love the speed and the stiff arm he gives to Sonny Styles. Safety comes up right there in the hole. And a nice job in the open field by
5. Play fake. Cook setting up. Throwing deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 20-yard line by Johnson. Biggest play of the night, and it goes for 50 yards into the red zone.
Just a deep post play action pass. The protection was there, and a great find by Brady Cook.
50 consecutive times in the red zone.
Back to this big completion. The protection, best it's been this entire ball game. And the true freshman, Marquise Johnson.
Never shut out an opponent in a bowl game. And Missouri's on the doorstep. Inside the 5 and into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game is Cody Schrader.
Watch the movement they get to help open up this inside rushing attack. Excellent job by those two on the double team.
To think about his future, but he's stuck with football. He made the right choice. It's worked out great.
Unbelievable story. And his path to get to this moment. Consensus All-American. Watch the toughness and the physicality. He's met it about the 3. Will not be denied as he gets into the end zone for the first time tonight.
So 2nd down and 17. 2 Ohio State players jump, so a free play and a shot downfield. And it's pulled in for a first down by Theo Weiss. Has 5 for a gain of 30.
Free play. You get JTT to jump off sides. One-on-one outside. Hancock, Theo Weiss. And an absolute dime delivered by Brady Cook. You can't place that ball any better.
And Weiss, who went to Allen Height and trying maybe to put this game away right now. 2nd down and goal, 13th play of the drive. Cook to the air, into the end zone, caught. And there's Luther Burden. Touchdown, Missouri. We've been waiting for Burden to arrive all night.
Slant to Luther Burden. Middle of the field's open, and it's exactly what Brady Cook needs to fire a dart.
12 to go. They lead 14-3. Brady Cook's 21st touchdown pass of the year. Luther Burden making an appearance. And then left for good in the second quarter. Keene holds in trouble. Ball flutters. They haven't signaled yet, and now they do.
Full of pressure, and it's been Dalen Carnell from the onset of this game. Was the arm moving forward? It doesn't look like it. Carnell gets the ball out.
The play is under further review.
Missouri on top of it. They're going to take another look at this, but still looks like his arm is going backward. Never started that forward motion.
And let's go ahead and bring in our rules analyst, Matt Austin. Matt, you agree with Dusty that the ball was out before the arm or the hand started forward?
Yes, I absolutely do. I think the ball was tipped just before he started forward.
A lot of questions that Ryan Day and his staff are trying to answer here this upcoming offseason.
Well, Missouri going for it on 4th down. They hand it to Luther Burden inside the 10 and out of bounds. Missouri can take a knee a couple of times and end this game after getting the first down.
Set up like they're just going to run the quarterback sneak. Luther Burden in that wing position. Hand him the football. Gets to the perimeter. Brady Cook.
Well, Iowa and Missouri, they like to kick a lot. Brady Cook rolls out, throws a good ball, and Marquise Johnson on the run after getting licked on.
Well placed for Johnson.
Tigers going quickly. Cook looks downfield, throws again. Weiss sitting down in a soft spot near the 15.
And that time Castro was down a step or two to Theo Weiss. Out of field right there.
If you've been watching Missouri play all season, you think that's Luther Burden being stacked to the top of your screen. Cook looking that way to the end zone. Touchdown, Weiss.
Well, the question was, what is Missouri going to do without Luther Burden? They're going to keep pumping the football downfield to Theo Weiss.
Cook and the Tigers heating up, tying the score with the Iowa Hawkeyes in the 2024. Pressure holds up. Cook delivers a perfect ball to Weiss, and his first down inside the 20. Fake to Carroll, looking over the top, throws to the corner. Wide open is Johnson for the touchdown.
Still, they figured it out. Last two possessions, they go right down the field, and Johnson finds his way in the end zone again. And Brady Cook, he's in the kitchen, man. He's cooking it up right. I mean, we've seen throughout this first half, the protection has been there. The coverage has as well.
And it's there this time as Weiss puts him on the move. Up Weiss's spot on the field. Young player from Destrehan, Louisiana. Brady Cook operates from his end zone, finds blood up near the 29.
Track so far. No, instead you do a half rollout with Brady Cook and go right to
drift. All Sullivan pressured, sacked. Back near the 20. There's John.
Right edge. He gets great push.
His arm and with his legs. Mizzou's going to mount the comeback. Fake to Roberts. Throws the deep ball. Got a man down there. Johnson. What a catch.
That ball hung up. It was underthrown. It looked like there was a real chance for Deshaun Lee to undercut that throw.
That's Roberts next to Cook on a 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff to Manning. Manning, touchdown.
Ball from Brady Cook, climbs the ladder, comes down with it, gets his Tigers in striking distance. They're able to overcome a penalty. Didn't matter. Manning able to take it in.
You see the numbers. Iowa 6 for 9. Sullivan wants to throw, will take off. Now stops, throws. Is it intercepted? It is. Toriano Pride.
See, I think he thought he was going to get loose again. That time, Corey Flagg was waiting on him. I'm wrong. He was trying to get it to Reese Vanderzee. He
field goals on the year. He is 4 for 7 from 50 plus. This is from 51 to tie the game. And I tell you what, to see Blake Craig, what a season for that freshman. Come on back to Nashville.
For the Mizzou offense.
Now he's got a 4th tailback in the game. Tavares Jones going streaking down the field and making the catch past the 40. I haven't called this guy's name all day.
A little ball handling in the backfield. You see it on the fly sweep. You lose eyes on Tavares Jones because you're so...
Where Luke Bauer will hold it. Brett LeBlanc will snap it. First part's clean, and the kick has enough leg, and it is good. The goal of the season.
And you can't help but go back to the unnecessary roughness. Penalty, Iowa would have been off goal and then hit another field goal here.
What? Are you kidding me? He did it again? Only thrown for 20 yards in the 2nd half. So need to use his arm here. Looks down the field. Nothing doing. Falling down. Johnny Walker made it happen.
Leak and drift.
Iowa takes their final time.
So watch, he's right at 10 yards. That's an incredibly hard pocket to maintain. In traffic, Iowa needs to get lined up on this 4th and short. They've got the timeout. The clock's still running here.
Sullivan's going to try to sneak it himself. No! Hit twice! Corey Flagg was all over him.
Intermediate routes, catching traffic. He can do it all.
Ahmad Hardy. So many yards after contact, he breaks free. Ahmad Hardy inside the 5 before he's finally wrestled out of bounds. Emmanuel Cardley saved.
This is what we're talking about, yards after contact. You cannot bank on the fact that you think this guy's down. Just look at him. The legs never stop moving. And he's always looking for an escape route. And that's why he had tackling fundamentals.
Left tackle Caden Green lost his helmet, so he's off the field for a play. They run that direction anyway. And why not? Touchdown, Jamal Roberts. As a tailback.
Yeah, Jamal Roberts, you bring him in, and there's not a whole lot of drop-off. You can see the blocking at the point of attack, a hat on a hat. And Jamal Roberts is no slouch as well.
For this Virginia offense. And this is where they'd love to have Jamari Taylor. Morris, well protected. High throw incomplete. He was trying to find Cam Ross. And airmailed him. So we'll have it when we come back.
It's this good fundamental defense by the Missouri Tigers. Toriano Pride sitting right there in the throwing window.
Ed Lewis.
Well, Kevin, we're back with a punt. As Wesselman
Kicks it to Cam Ross. It takes a hop. Ross has it bounce right off his chest. So the muff can't be advanced, but it's going to be Missouri football. He waved his teammates to get away from it. And then on special team.
I mean, he made the right decision as far as giving what they called it Peter called, meaning everyone just get out of the way. But then he panicked. He thought that ball was going to take a bounce. Maybe they're going to get pinned down inside the 5, inside the 10, and tried to field it. And it takes a wild hop. He doesn't even know where the ball is. He should have just let this go and just lived with the result.
4th and 4. Morris. Off his back foot. Incomplete. Exactly what the Mizzou deep downs. Eli Wood, the intended receiver.
Morris double clutching the football. He's not sure of where he wants to go with it. And that's something he hasn't done all night long. Big stop for Missouri.
2 seconds to go and be ready to snap it. 4-man rush. Zollers down the sideline to Illuminative. They're in business.
That's a big time hole shot. I mean, just look at the hole he has to fit this thing into, and he puts it on a rope. That's a lot of arm strength. Puts it on his back shoulder so he can step right out of bounds. That's a big-time throw. Big time. You can see his facial expression. He knows he has to put everything into that to get that ball in there.